Hi, it is me, Stargirl, the Practical Witch, and welcome today to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to be discovering what you can expect in November based on my intuition as well as the tarot cards. For those of you who are new to my channel, hi, I am Stargirl and I am a psychic medium here on YouTube, and I use my gifts to help guide those who feel a little bit lost. And in today's November tarot prediction, we are going to be going over love, career, money, and anything that you can look forward to in November. By the way, guys, follow me on my other socials if you want to stay up to date with astrology as well as general channeled messages from spirit. Now, before I go ahead and show you an up close of the options where you are going to look over the options, pick one with your intuition and fast forward to the timestamps, I do want to give a quick shout out to my sponsors Skillshare and a big thank you for having them make today's video happen. As you guys know, I love to give you content here on YouTube for free, and I am a huge fan of Skillshare, and I know you guys will like Skillshare too. For those of you who do not know who Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for creative and curious people. On Skillshare, you can explore new skills, develop existing interests, and get lost in your creativity. I have recently been taking a class on Skillshare called Productivity for Creatives, Build a System that Brings Out Your Best. And since taking this class, I have been 10 times more productive in general, and you can do nothing but win when you learn on Skillshare, because it's a bunch of mentors who have real life wisdom and knowledge that they can share with you to help you improve your life and improve your skill knowledge in anything that you're interested in. The energy that's coming from the teachers is super good. They make me really excited to learn, and also it's really easy to learn and obtain knowledge on Skillshare in ways that is really going to benefit and improve your life. I 100% recommend. Also, Skillshare is curated specifically for learning, which means there are no ads, and they're always launching new premium classes, so you can stay focused and interested and follow your creativity wherever it goes. Skillshare also has classes for every skill level, whether you are a dabbler, a hobbyist, a master, or a pro. Whatever skill level you are at, you are creative, and Skillshare is going to have classes for your skill level. Another amazing thing about Skillshare is when you join, you can join one of Skillshare's live classes where you can experience real-time inspiration as you connect with popular teachers, as well as working and watching along with other members. Skillshare offers a membership with meaning. Connect with the support of fellow creatives and enter a community of encouragement, communication, and inspiration. Skillshare was nice enough to offer the first 1,000 people to use my link. The link is in the pinned comment and the description. You will get the first month free of Skillshare. Guys, this is your sign to really start developing that creative hobby, talent, or interest, and where better place to learn than Skillshare, where they are offering you the first month of learning free. All you have to do is click that link in the pinned comment and the description and use my link. Take advantage of this deal, guys. Thank you so much for sitting through that. I know you guys will love Skillshare. Remember, guys, the link is in the pinned comment in the description. Now let's get back to the video. So these are the options. I need you to pick one of the options with your intuition, and then once you pick an option, you can fast forward to the timestamps I provide in the pinned comment as well as the description. Feel free to take as much time as you need to meditate on the cards, pause the video if you need to, really see which one your intuition is drawing you towards, find that one in the timestamps, click the timestamp next to your option to fast forward to your November prediction to see what it has in store for you in regards to money, love, and career. All right, I'll leave you guys to it. I'll be right back. Group number 1, for those of you who chose this beautiful angel in the stone, this is your November prediction with love, career, as well as money. And what I'm going to do is we are going to start out with these cards right here and kind of just see what your November has in store for you, and start out with a shuffle on these. So, Angel Stone, for your November, I see that you guys are going through a lot of anxiety and a lot of fear, and it just feels like everything in your life is up in the air right now. You're going through major changes, you're facing your fears, everything feels uncertain and out of control, and I really sense you are being called to have faith at this time. You know, you might not think you're going to make it because you're struggling with a lot of anxiety and you're struggling with a lot of the ups and downs of life. You're also struggling with fear of the unknown, and things just seem like up in the air, and you're freaking out right now, because even if it's not like anything apparent in your life, I see that you do struggle from fear and anxiety because you just do not have a clue right now. Everything feels like it's in the dark. You feel very lost. You're not sure how things are going to turn out. You don't know which avenue to take. Like, I'm hearing that you're literally in the dark right now. And I want to assure you that the messages that I'm getting is you are actually very much divinely protected, and you have a lot of luck on your side. And the worst case scenario that you are envisioning is going to happen is not going to happen. And whatever changes that you are going through currently, you are going to come out victorious, because for some, your spiritual team is extremely strong. And actually, I want to tell you guys that I'm picking up strongly and heavily. I don't know if you guys have ever dated before, but what I'm being told is that the people you dated or were in a relationship, they were so envious of you. And I feel like, you know, you might have picked this up, or you might have noticed some signs. The people that you have dated or were with romantically were competitive with you. They would compare themselves to you, and they were jealous of you. And just in general, your close relationships, people are like this, even if they're not bad people. And the reason why they are envious of you is because they see that every time something bad happens to you, you're always saved at the nick of time by your spiritual team or by God. And it's like, wow, the universe just keeps blessing you. And most people do not have the luck that you have. So a lot of you might be like, my life is doomed. I'm in despair. I'm freaking out. But in reality, guys, you are a lot luckier than other people, and other people who are viewing your life and watching you can actually see this because they're viewing your life from an outside perspective, and they're noticing that every time you could potentially be in a fatal position, something like God or spirit or your angels always comes in to save you. And that's why people are jealous of you, because they see that you are so blessed by something that is like almost otherworldly. Meanwhile, other people are going through hardships and they don't have the luck that you have. So, moral of all of this is what I'm trying to say is you were strongly protected no matter what you were going through. I know it feels like you're never going to make it out and you're headed for doom sometimes, and you freak out because you're like, oh my gosh, how am I going to make it? How am I going to make it? How am I going to make it? I know in the moment it feels like you won't. But I promise you, with Sagittarius 8th house in the sun, this is a very lucky omen that your spiritual team and God is heavily protecting you. And you need to have faith during this stressful time. And the reason why you need to have faith is because the worst case scenario you were thinking is not going to happen. In fact, there is luck at the end of this darkness for you, a lot of luck. If you are struggling and going through darkness right now, I want you to know that is a really good sign that luck is on the way, because what I can see from the astro dice and the cards is that if you make it through this darkness, if you make it through this uncertainty. You're going to make it out with so many blessings, but you're being called to have faith and just know that you are so protected. So let's get into the other messages. There is a huge blessing coming in your career in November, group number 1. I strongly feel you are going to have a lot of motivation. You're going to have a lot of inspiration. You're going to have a lot of energy focus towards your career in November. And I also feel that you are going to be collaborating with a lot of people in November when it comes to your career. So you might notice that the next step in your career in November is collaborating with other people or making friends with other people who have the same life purpose and destiny. And both of you or this group of people are going to work together towards the same goal. So essentially, I see you meeting a lot of friends and meeting your soul family in your job or career, or there's something about people leading you to your destiny in November. So there's a strong emphasis on your career and working with other people in your career who have the same destiny. Also, I feel that your intuition has been blocked recently with the 12th house and the challenge card, and this is okay. Some of you, your intuition is blocked because I feel like you're going through a lot of downloads, but recently you have felt creatively stuck. You have felt like there's a lack of light bulb moments, a lack of a aha moment. You haven't felt connected to spirit. I just feel like you've been purposely been put in the dark right now, and this is because you are meant to go inward and do self-reflection. And this is a reminder that all of the answers that you need are within you. So I really feel if you are having, issues with your intuition and having breakthroughs and an aha moment and seeing signs and a clear direction from the universe, it's because the universe is calling you to go inward. And what does going inward mean? It means journaling, meditating, going on a walk out in nature. This is when you're going to get your breakthrough moments. Also, I'm hearing you're having trouble sleeping, and this might be because of your phone and electronics in your room. Okay, they let off electromagnetic fields that disturb your sleep. So if you're having issues with your intuition, and you guys are normally tarot readers, astrologers, and you just feel that intuition is blocked, or just in general, you're normally really intuitive and in tune with the universe and the direction you're supposed to go, but recently you have felt lost, confused, stuck. You have no idea what you're supposed to do, and you feel your intuition is blocked where you can't hear God or see the signs. It's because you need better sleep, baby. Your sleep is a little interrupted. But let's see what other messages we have. I also feel that you are being called to limit your time on social media and on TikTok. This might be distracting you from reaching your goals. I know, annoying. I also see in November that there is going to be a lot of creative collaborations with other people. You are going to be creative with other people. You're going to be working on your creativity with other people. I definitely see that in November. So let's see what other messages we can get. I kind of felt a dead end coming from this deck, which means it's a sign to move on to the next. Okay, so we have these money cards with the dollar sign on them. We're going to use these cards to see what you can expect in your career in November. So some of you guys, you sometimes are like, am I on the right path? Am I on the wrong path? What path should I take next? You get really confused about your life purpose, destiny, and career because you feel uncertain about where to put your energy or where everything is going. The future in that regard seems very unclear. And I'm hearing that when you feel that way, go out in nature. After you go out in nature, you are going to be reminded of your purpose, and I'll tell you why. In sidereal astrology, the North Node is in Taurus. This is why we see an influx in trends of people going outside, and the influencers that are outside are the most popular right now. The North Node dictates trends in astrology, and when the North Node transits Taurus, for those of you who are into astrology, this is why people who are into astrology can also be very good at stocks. When the North Node goes into Taurus, Taurus is an earth sign. It is a green sign. It represents trees in the senses. So when the North Node goes into Taurus, this brings a lot of power to land, to earth, and this is how we're going to recharge, is through the land and through the earth, because the North Node also shows us where we should go and where we should put our energy. And when it's in Taurus, the earth sign, this is talking about nature. This is how all of us as a collective for the next year and a half is going to recharge. So if you ever feel unclear about your career, take an hour-long walk in nature, go out in nature for the weekend, and you're going to be reminded about your purpose with this promoter card, and your energy levels are going to come up. But I strongly feel for you in general, in November, you're making a lot of professional contacts, like contacts with other people. Like I said before, you're going to have a lot of different people who want to work with you, or a lot of doors being open to you based on these contacts and these interactions that you have. Now, I feel like in the past you have made connections with other people, but they turned out to be, they would talk a big game, but when it came to actually helping you, they couldn't, or these people weren't reliable or trustworthy. I really feel like in the past you've had bad experiences networking with other people. They were dishonest, and I get the wound that you feel from that, because look, we also have the unreliable card where her hand is crossing behind her back. So you have definitely dealt with dishonest people who you were networking with that never came through. But I'm hearing for you that it's time for you to change your story. Okay, like the law of assumption video that I have, where I talk about how your assumptions make your reality. Yes, in the past you have dealt with unreliable people, but I really feel like it is your destiny to work with others. And in November, there is going to be an opportunity for you to network with other people. They're going to open a lot of doors for you. So it's really important to release and forgive the past, so you don't have that resentment and hurt carried with you as you network with new people. I also feel with Money Manager, you're going to be learning how to manage your money better, and this is going to bring you a lot of luck. And I also feel like with luck and ask for help, you have been asking the universe for help on something in your life, and I feel like you have been wishing for something with this manifestation card. You guys have been wishing for something, manifesting something, asking the universe, praying or asking the universe or manifesting something, and I'm hearing your wish or your manifestation has been heard. So you're about to get a lot of luck with your manifestations coming through. And with Be a Sport, this means you are manifesting people who are going to be on your side, who are going to be on your team, people you can trust, people you can work together with, where you guys feel motivated together and you're working towards a goal, and they're people you can rely on, people who are going to motivate you to be your best. It's not going to be like the past, because look, we have luck and asking for help, manifesting your soul family, your team of people who are going to help you get where you need to be professionally. Whether it is they motivate you to stay on your schedule, they call you, they're like, hey, did you do your yoga today? Hey, did you do your meditation today? Or you just keep each other reliable. And because you keep each other reliable, you help each other get to a goal, or you help each other better your lives. Like, you're manifesting a good influence of people that, helps you stay on track and helps you reach your goals in life. So this is amazing, guys, for your career. I do see that you guys are really good, really hard workers, and your spirit guides with this angel card, I feel like you have a heavy connection to your spirit guides. This is why you picked it. Whenever you're working really hard and you feel discouraged and you feel like giving up, your spirit guides are motivating you to keep going, because you are manifesting for yourself new money, a new opportunity when it comes to your life purpose. So this isn't just like another job here on earth, another way to make money, something you freaking hate. You're going to get luck in manifesting a new way to make money that is a part of your life purpose, which means it uses your natural talents, your natural gifts, and it uses something you're naturally passionate about to make a huge impact on the world. This is what you are creating for yourself. So I know you guys are working super hard, and sometimes you get discouraged, but your spirit guides are motivating you. Keep going. Even though you don't see where this is going yet, it is making for yourself a new way to make money that involves your life purpose. I feel like some of you guys are settling a little bit in your life. That's kind of what I feel. I feel like you're going for the logical route or the safer route in some way. Even if you're doing something that's like in alignment with your life purpose, it kind of feels like you're still settling, or you're choosing the safe route, or you're being more logical. Your spirit guides are saying that's smart, but have patience because something better is coming that's even more in alignment with your life purpose. And it involves you being financially independent, and it also involves leadership with independent and leadership. This means not working for anyone else, being completely reliant on yourself, being your own boss, and also being highly influential. And also with the crown and independent, this talks about having a lot of wealth and status as well. But your spirit guides are saying whatever you're doing, it's going to take planning and discipline and following a schedule, and also having a good mind-body health balance. So this is a lot about discipline, balancing your mental health, physical health, and spiritual health if you want to make it to where you are. And I really feel you're manifesting for yourself creative partnerships when it comes to your work, people who creatively inspire you. And when it comes to love, I think this is a very good omen that in November, if you date anybody, this person is likely going to be an artist, or be somebody who is their own business owner, or somebody who has a lot of goals. So I would say if you're dating in November, this person is going to be an artist, a business owner, and someone who's very dedicated and motivated to becoming something of themselves, because like attracts like, and you are like that too. So let's see if there's any love messages now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this deck right here to see what you can expect in love for your November. And we're just going to go ahead and see what messages there are for you. So immediately what I'm seeing is that if you are a feminine who's into masculines, there is a masculine who's currently into you. They have a crush on you. This person likely has dark hair. They likely have either dark hair, dark skin, or they like to dress darker. And if you're a feminine, or if you're masculine into feminines, the feminine who currently has feelings for you is somebody who has red or blonde hair or light features. So I see one person who has dark features and one person who has light features. So one person who has dark hair and one person that has light hair in this connection. So whatever love connection that you have in November, you guys will likely have different colored hair. One person will have dark hair, one person will have light hair. I'm hearing the sign Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising. And also I feel like somebody who has, I really feel a masculine, okay? A masculine in this love connection that you might be experiencing in November is struggling with a lot of depression and a lot of darkness. And they like the feminine, which could be you depending on what you identify as. They like the feminine because they bring light and fantasy to their life, and they make things feel fun and happy and not so heavy. So I definitely sense somebody has feelings for you. And once again, if you are a feminine, I really sense the masculine that has feminines with you suffers from depression. They might wear dark or goth clothing. So they either wear a lot of black, or they just struggle with depression, or they have dark hair or dark skin. And if you are a masculine, once again, the feminine, there's a woman around you who definitely has feelings for you, and this person definitely has lighter hair. So this is what I'm seeing just by looking through this deck. That's what's really shining out to me. I'm just seeing someone here has a gothic style. Like someone here has a gothic style and the other person really likes it. So if you guys have a gothic style, I want you to know that somebody here really likes the fact that you dress dark or goth. Or if you want a hint about who has feelings for you, because the Ace of Cups tells me there is definitely someone in your vicinity in November who has romantic feelings for you. This could be a crush. This person thinks you could be their soulmate because the Two of Cups was on the bottom of the deck, which says a lot. I really sense that this person, and I really feel it's the masculine, but it doesn't have to be. They dress darker, they dress gothic, and the masculine is very into the feminine who has lighter hair. So I want you to know, if you identify as a feminine energy, you definitely have a masculine who is very much into you. You are their fantasy, you are their dream come true, but they struggle with like depression and self-worth issues, and sometimes they don't feel good enough for you, or they feel like not worthy of you. And I really feel this person has a goth style, or like I said, dark hair, dark features, and I really do see a love connection around you for sure. And I also got the message, guys, like your friendships are really going to be expanding in November, and your friendships are also going to act as soulmate relationships. And I specifically heard that women are going to act as your mentors and role models in November, and they're going to show you your highest potential in life. So, like women in your network circle, the women that you meet, they were actually divinely brought into your life to act as a mentor to show you your highest potential. And we all need mentors in life, okay? And I feel like your friends, you're attracting female friends in November who are going to show you your highest potential and act as a mentor, a spiritual guide to you. So this is what I'm seeing in regards to love. That's all I was getting. I don't want to push anything else if it's not there. So I will see you guys later, and I hope you have a beautiful November. Bye. All right, so this is for my crystal pendulum friends. If you chose group number 2, this is going to be your November prediction in regards to love, money, career, and anything else that we can pick up today. So I am going to start out with this deck right here. We're going to shuffle out of this regular Rider-Waite Tarot. And we're going to go ahead and see what comes out for your November, and then we're going to talk about it. Already some cards were popping out. That is beautiful. So we have the Two of Pentacles, we have the Page of Cups, we have the Ace of Cups, and let's like maybe just get one more. Now we're also going to use this unicorn deck as well to get some clarifiers about your November. So immediately what I heard for you, group 2, is that it's not the quantity of friends that you have, it's the quality of friends that you have. It's not the quantity of friends, it is the quality of friends. That is a huge message that pops out about your November. I also feel that your spirit guides want to remind you that you are super gifted and you were born with natural talents. You were born with things that you are naturally good at. And in fact, you were born with so many different talents that sometimes you get confused over which talent you should follow because you have so many different interests, so many different talents that it's almost like you're too gifted. You have too many things going on, so it's difficult for you to make a decision. I also think because you are extremely gifted in general when it comes to your life purpose and when it comes to your talents, you have a hard time relating to a lot of people, as I can see with the Three of Cups in reverse. Sometimes you feel really different, you feel like people don't get you, you feel excluded, you feel misunderstood. And actually, I want to tell you, I definitely think this is a side effect or a byproduct of being born so naturally talented and so naturally gifted. And even if you don't think that about yourself, I want you to know that the reason why people might be intimidated by you or you might have a hard time making a lot of friends is because you were born different and gifted, and that intimidates some people. I want to refer to Joseph, King of Dreams. Some of you guys might have watched that movie as a kid or read it in the Bible, but Joseph was ostracized by his brothers and sisters because he had the gift of prophecy through his dreams, and he was actually sold to slavery by his brothers because they were jealous of his talents and his gifts. And that's kind of what came to mind when I saw you, group number 2. I feel like you are so talented, like you are so gifted at something that it actually alienates you from other people. And this is why I feel like you feel that people don't get you, people attack you, people are cruel to you, you're rejected by people. It's just because your talents make you stand out from other people. That's why it's not the quantity of friends that you have or the quantity of connections. What's more important in November and in your life is the quality of friends. And I feel like you guys have at least one person in your life who is a genuine friend to you. So if you have other people who aren't accepting you, who aren't getting you, focus on that one person, because in your life that's more important than the quality. Because look, more people, more problems. More people, more problems. Having less people in your life brings you peace of mind. I actually feel, group number 2, it's better for you to have a small circle of friends, but this is something that you probably already know. Also, I want to tell you guys, if you are ever feeling really depressed, down, or if you're feeling really lethargic, it's as simple for you as drinking more water. Some of you might be like waking up sometimes feeling really down, feeling depressed, not feeling motivated, not feeling inspired. Your spirit guides are telling me that you can fix this as simply as drinking more water. When you wake up, the first thing you should do is chug water. Like the first thing you do when you wake up is chug water, because when you're sleeping, your body gets dehydrated. And when you wake up and drink a bunch of water, it wakes up your whole system. And I'm someone who has suffered from chronic fatigue, always tired, never motivated. I simply started drinking water in the morning and chugging water and making sure I drink water throughout the day. And now I don't struggle from chronic fatigue. So whatever it is that you're going through where you're like, I don't feel good, I don't feel inspired, I don't feel motivated, your spirit guides are literally saying with simplicity and water, you can fix this literally as simply as drinking more water and waking up with water. Some of you might be like, oh, I have to do these complicated routines or go to the doctor for all this. Some of you can just fix this by drinking more water. Obviously, if your symptoms persist, go to a doctor, blah, blah, blah. But some of you are overcomplicating it. You'd feel a lot better just by drinking more water. I also feel like you know who your soul family is, because you'd be able to talk about your feelings with people who are your real soul family. Anybody that you cannot be real with and open up about your feelings because you're worried about power or how you look, or you're worried about looking vulnerable, that is a huge flag. I don't know why this message is coming up, but apparently it really coincides with your November. You know someone is not your real friend if you cannot talk about your feelings with this person. Like, your spirit guides are saying you do not have time for a bunch of people draining your energy and taking up your time, because you are blessed with so many different talents. I heard a ding in my head. I don't know if you guys did. So for you, the reason why you don't have a lot of friends or a lot of people who get you is because you just can't have that distraction in your life, because you are gifted with so many gifts and you need to be focusing on that. And you can tell who is your real tribe, because like I said, you'll be able to talk about your feelings with these people. Your pets, guys, for those of you who have pets, these are your real friends as well. Your pets are your real friends. They are your soulmates. They're your soul family. So if you're not finding people you can vibe with, get along with, just know, one, because you have a huge purpose here on earth, because you were gifted by the divine with a lot of talents, which means you have to put a lot of energy into those talents instead of just mingling with a bunch of people who don't matter. Two, you were gifted with the amount of friends that you need, okay, or the amount of connections that you need, even if it's just one or two people. And also, you were given a pet who is meant to act as your true friend here on earth. They want you to start practicing and developing these talents, guys, because you are so talented. Do not give up practicing your talents. And I really feel like that's going to lead you to a lot of wealth. Also, I feel that your spirit guides want you to focus on healing from your parents, or heal some sort of dynamic with you and your parents. And I feel like that's just a message that's coming through. So I'm kind of getting a dead end on this deck. So I'm going to move on to the next deck to take a look at your career as well as money. Okay, so some other messages we have. Let's take a look at this Astro deck and see what else we can find for you this November. So what I'm seeing is there's going to be communication happening pretty soon from someone you want to hear from. This could be a Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising, but I'm also hearing there's going to be communication with someone from your past. They want to make amends. And guys, if this isn't like somebody, and I don't want to play on, giving you false hope that someone's going to come back or there's going to be reconciliation. So I will say, if that doesn't happen, because that's also a good chance since this is a general reading, I will tell you that someone from your past feels extremely bad about the way your relationship went. And even if they don't make amends with you, someone from your past really has been thinking about you a lot, and they're really sorry about the way that your relationship has went. I also feel there's going to be a lot of healing when it comes to the relationship with your mother. Maybe the relationship with your mother has been strained, or a relationship with a family member. I really sense that November is going to be a very healing time for you to heal the relationship with your family members, your mother, or somebody in your family. I'm also getting getting the message for you in November that some of you are going through like a lot of pain. You're feeling a lot of emotions. And one of the best ways for you to heal is to talk about your feelings or talk about what you're going through with someone. Do not suffer alone. Some of you might be really proud. You might be like, I don't want to talk about anything with anybody. I'm fine. I don't want people to think less of me. But I want to tell you, these people are not going to think less of you if you talk about your feelings and you're like, hey, I really need to talk about what's going on. I'm going through a lot of pain. You think that these people are going to think less of you, but honestly, they're not. They're just going to feel closer to you and they're going to feel honored that you came to them, and it's going to be therapeutic for you in the relationship. So if you're really struggling, guys, I want you to know it is not a bad move to talk about it with someone that's one of your real friends that you trust, because they can actually provide a lot of counsel and healing to you. I promise you, I wouldn't lead you astray. And I'm someone who's proud too. And I don't ever want to put you in a vulnerable situation, but with these cards, I really sense you guys are going through a lot of emotional issues. Like you're feeling depressed, you're feeling like you're dealing with a lot of problems, you feel overwhelmed. You're going to feel a lot better if you just share your secrets with somebody who understands. And that's how you're going to reveal who your real connections are, if you can be vulnerable and real and they're not going to get the ick. So I really feel like you're being called to do that. I just feel like you have a lot of tears that need to be released as well. Don't be afraid to have a good cry. I feel for some of you, I'm getting this really funny message as well. I feel like your boss has a crush on you, or someone at work has a crush on you. They could be a Capricorn or a Taurus or a Pisces, sun, moon, and rising. So if you guys have like a boss, or if you have someone at work who acts as an authority figure or a boss, I feel like this person has a crush on you, or at the very least, there's someone in authority in your career who sees your potential and wants to help you reach your potential. And in November, that's going to be something that is made prominent to you. Once again, Capricorn, Taurus, Pisces, sun, moon, and rising. And I feel it's either your boss has a crush on you, or someone in authority at work sees your potential and wants to help you grow it. I feel like you guys should definitely meditate, because listen, I feel like you're dealing with a lot of problems in your life. You feel like everything goes wrong. You feel like everyone is out to get you. You feel like you're dealing with a lot of enemies, and you feel like you're dealing with a lot of pain in the butt things that seem to just be roadblocks on your path. And I feel like you're just feeling really confused. You feel like you're dealing with a lot of issues and problems that you have to figure out and sort out, and it just seems to be one thing after the other. But I'm hearing that there's going to be at least one person in your life who's going to help you fight your battles and help you remain strong when you feel weak. There's going to be at least one person, and that person is your soulmate, and they're going to help you a lot. I also see that you're going to be given a lot of courage in November to make some really important changes that you know you need to make. I feel some really big changes coming for you in November. I really sense that your intuition has been on point recently with the 12th house in Pisces. Like, your intuition is strong. And also, you've been having some crazy vivid intuitive dreams that are showing you a lot of truths. They're revealing a lot of hidden truths to you. Your dreams have been crazy symbolic, crazy psychic. Other people have been visiting your dreams, okay? And you have been visiting other people's dreams. So you have been dream hopping, and your dreams are just crazy psychic. I feel like your intuition has been telling you that you need to make some changes in your life. And I feel like these changes involve the way that you make money. It involves your career. And it also involves changing your career or changing the way that you make money. And your intuition has been calling you to do that, group number 2. And in November, I feel like your intuition is going to show you how you can make those changes, whatever those changes may be. But I do feel you have been feeling it's time for you to change the way you make money and change your career, change your reputation. Maybe some of you even want to change your public image in the way that you dress. With this square card, there has definitely been some challenges when it comes to your reputation, when it comes to your career, okay? Like, maybe things aren't progressing the way you want it to. Maybe you're just dealing with a lot of challenges. Just in general, guys, I feel like you're dealing with a lot of challenges, and I'm so sorry. These challenges can even be with your house, your career, your home, family, and for some of you, even your friendships, like I talked about earlier in the spread, but I really sense that there is at least going to be a spark of creativity that is happening for you in November. Yeah, there's definitely going to be creativity. Like, if you guys have been passionless for a while, you haven't had creative inspiration in a while, in November, you are going to be given a lot of creative inspiration and you're finally going to find your passion for life again, where you feel motivated and you do things just because you feel like doing it. And I also see there's definitely going to be dating in the cards for you. There might be even more than two people who have an interest in you, but I will tell you there's going to be a lot of parties in November, festivals in November, a lot of fun activities that you're doing in November with someone that you really like or care about. So if you're like, gosh, I hope November isn't boring, it won't be. You're going to be going out a lot. You're going to be having a lot of fun with somebody that you really love, because the fifth house is about concerts, it's about parties, it's about doing things that make you have fun, like you're a kid again, with somebody that you really like, with this Libra card. So that's a really positive thing happening for you in November. You're also going to get a lot of luck and angelic aid when it comes to making transformations that you need to in your life. And I really sense like you guys are going to have a lot of bravery to try something new and change something in your life that you know needs to be changed. So let's go ahead and see. I'm going to go ahead and go to your career. I feel like the major thing is let's go ahead and see what your career has in store, and then love. All right, so let's get into your career a little bit more with these career cards with the money sign on them. Let's take a look, shall we? So leadership is coming out for your November. We have spirituality. So what this means is some of you are meant to be spiritual leaders. You're meant to have a spiritual based business where you're meant to be a leader in tarot, astrology, law of attraction, self-help. But if that's not you, although for a lot of you it is, I feel like some tarot reader is going to give you a prophecy on you rising in your career, and you should listen to that prophecy, because any prophecy a tarot reader or astrologer gives you about you ascending in your career is a true prophecy. So, oh my gosh, I stutter so bad sometimes. I'm so sorry, guys, but it's almost like what I'm being told is some of you are meant to be a leader in spirituality. You're meant to be a spiritual leader, whether it's a law of attraction guru, astrology, tarot, crystals, whatever. And I feel like this is a part of your destiny. And for others of you, like I said, there's going to be a tarot reader on TikTok, on YouTube, that gives you a prophecy about you getting attention, a raise, or some sort of career success. And that prophecy is a true prophecy, and to listen to it, okay? I also feel like with the stability in reverse and this loss card, some of you have recently went through like an unstable time in your life. You went through a really unstable time in your life where you weren't sure where things were going to go. Some of you have been extremely charitable. You have been giving to charity. You have been giving to people who need help. And because you have been giving to charity, you are going to be getting a lot of good karma coming your way. I really sense that. Like, you guys are really charitable. I also see that there's going to be, like I said, luck coming to you because you have been charitable. And one of my favorite verses in like just spirituality in general is, if you remember the poor, God will remember you and will give you money. So it's always good to donate. And I just feel like you guys have been really charitable with your time and money. And this is why you're attracting a lot of luck. A lot of luck and a lot of good fortune is coming to you from your past good deeds. Oh my gosh. And this luck coming is recognition. Guys, this might be the prophecy I was saying. There's going to be some recognition given to you pretty soon. You're about to get some attention. Like, some of you are meant to be leaders, or you're going to get some attention for a job well done. You're going to get some attention intention for how you've climbed the stairs of success, whatever the case is, guys, in November, this is a very good omen that you are going to get recognition for who it is that you are. You're about to get praise. You're about to get a promotion, and it's from being yourself and not conforming. You guys are trendsetters. Do not conform, group number 2. Like, I'm getting the chills, and I love this group. You guys, please do not ever conform. Please do not be like sheep. Don't follow the trends. You're meant to start the trends, and I see that with independent and rebel. You're meant to burn down the trends, and I see you sticking by yourself, sticking by your truth and authenticity, sticking to your own path, even though most people are not walking your path. Most people aren't acting like you. Most people aren't dressing like you. You like different things. You dress in a different way. You're just different. And this has made it really hard for you to make friends and connect with others. But you have stuck by who you are, even though it's different. And because you're sticking to your authenticity, you're about to get recognition coming for you for being different. For the first time in your life, you're about to be celebrated for going against the crowd and being different and breaking the trends and making the trends. You're going to get recognition for making the trends and going against the crowd. That's the energy I see. And this is also from your good karma of the past, because when you've had nothing, you have given to other people. Like, when you had nothing, you were giving your time, you were giving your money. Like, that's coming back to you guys. Like, for real, it's coming back to you in the form of recognition. Okay, like, that is amazing in your career and your emotions and angelic help. When you have overwhelming feelings of hope and your emotions are like coming through, your emotions are guidance from your spiritual team. Do not discredit your emotions. Some of you like to not be emotional because you think it makes you weak, or you don't like to talk about your feelings. But guys, I'm telling you, your emotions are an accurate guidance of where you should go. And I know some people are going to say, don't listen to your emotions, they're not reliable. You shouldn't act on your emotions, obviously, but your emotions, your heart is literally giving you clear signs of where to go, and it's giving you answers from your spirit guides. And your angels are working with you, with connecting you to the right people and taking the right risks. And they're transporting you to something better. They're transporting you to something better in your career. They're transporting you to your goals. And they're keeping you motivated. And you also have the talent of motivating other people. Did you know that? Like, you have a talent of motivating other people to make positive change in their life. You do. And this is why you're being blessed by your spiritual team in November. Now let's get into your love life. Okay, so the decks that we're using for your love life in November are going to be this deck right here. We're going to be using this deck. And we're also going to be using this deck right here to see what you can expect in your love life in November. So let's take a look at this, shall we? Let's go ahead and see what the cards say. Okay, so love. Always don't like to give false hope. I like to just give you the messages that Spirit shows me. I'm not going to be biased or tell you one way or the other. If you're a feminine, in November, I see you going out and hanging out with 2 other feminines. So I see a group of 3 women going to hang out, or like hanging out in a group together. There's going to be a masculine who is very wealthy, doing very well in their career. This person is going to have eyes for the brunette one. Okay, so if you're a brunette, I would say this is a sign, if you're a brunette, if you have brown hair, that there's going to be an earth sign like a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising masculine who's going to see you out with your friends or hanging out with 2 other people of the same sex, and they're going to choose you. And this person could be your twin flame. And this person could also be someone that you're going to marry. And I also feel like you, if you're a brunette, you have a lot of options in love in November. Actually, you might have a few different people that you can choose from, but one of them is likely going to be an earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising, or they're going to be very steady and stable in their finances and career. And out of all of the other ones, they're going to choose you. That's if you're a brunette feminine. If you are a feminine who has light hair, I see that in November, you're likely just going to be focusing on hanging out with your girlfriends or hanging out with people of the same sex, and you're going to see one of your girlfriends get together with somebody that they could have a long-term relationship with. Now, if you are a divine masculine, because this is different depending on who you are, If you're a masculine, I see that the woman that you like is likely a brunette, but doesn't have to be. But she does have a lot of different choices, and you might be competing with other choices on who gets to have her. And I feel like if it's not you, one of those choices around her is somebody she's going to marry. So it's either you or someone else. So this is what I have for you in love. Those are the messages that I got. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later. Hey, this is for everyone who chose this opalite stone. We're going to see what your November has in store. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to shuffle this tarot deck to just get some specific messages about what you can expect in November with love, career, and money. Did I say October, guys? If I did, I am so sorry. I'm human, and I'm a little Mercurial rising, so we mix up our words sometimes, but let's go ahead and shuffle this deck to see what the Opalites can expect in November. All right, and if you see it like a negative card, don't worry about it. We're just going to be channeling the energies. There's nothing to fret about. Let's go ahead and get a few more. All right, and then what we're going to do for clarifiers is we are going to be using this astrology deck to see, what else there is for you guys. So the first message I'm getting is there's going to be an expansion in your network circle and your friendships. This is a general reading, but let me give you an example. For those of you who are online or have social media, I actually see you meeting a lot of friends online or through social media. But if it's not that, there's definitely going to be an energy of you being extremely popular amongst a group of people, you socializing a lot, you meeting and networking with a lot of people, and expanding your friendships in a huge way in November. I really see that. Also, with this sextile and opportunity and Venus, there is going to be a new doorway that is opening up for you in love. A new doorway is opening up for you in love in November, whether this is a friendship soulmate relationship or a romantic soulmate relationship. There's definitely a new doorway energetically being open to you with your relationships in November. Now, I also feel that a lot of you have been really working on your self-love. I will tell you that Venus and Aries in astrology is known to be debilitated. So maybe recently you've been feeling a little bit insecure about your appearance, but I actually feel you have been taking the initiative to really work on that and work on your self-love. And you have been really raising your self-love as well. And I feel like because you've been raising your self-love, you have been spending more time on your appearance. You've been learning how to love the way that you look. And also, I kind of feel like in November, because you are learning to love yourself, you're becoming more bold and expressive about who you are, which is why you are spending money on yourself, because you finally have found an aesthetic that looks good on you. You finally found makeup that looks good on you. Like, you're starting to find yourself and your personal brand and your personal style, because this is something that's really important in life for our avatars, which are our flesh bodies. It's really important that we dress our avatar to attract what we desire, and we brand our avatar. And I really feel that in November, you're really starting to understand, okay, this hairstyle looks good on me. These clothes look good on me. This is who I am, and this is how I want to express myself. So you're finally finding that style that's looking really good on you guys. Like, it's really flattering. Like, you finally found a makeup style that looks good. You finally found a hairstyle where you're not just confused, like it looks good. You're starting to find your personal expression, and you're spending more time on your appearance because you're starting to really work on that self-love and heal from those insecurities about your appearance, which is really amazing. And because you're doing this inner work of learning how to love yourself, the universe is mirroring it to you in the form of blessings. Because remember, guys, the universe mirrors back to us what we are energetically. And because you are raising your self-love, you're spending more time on your appearance, because you're really understanding finally who you are and who you want to be known as in this world and how you want to be seen. And you're finally putting that energy on yourself and learning how to love yourself and making a good aesthetic for yourself. The universe is mirroring back that work with blessings coming to you, as I see with Jupiter. And these blessings in November are going to happen in your second house of money. So there is actually a direct correlation with you between your self-love and how much money you make. And because you are growing that self-love in November, the universe is mirroring back to you your raised vibrations through giving you blessings when it comes to an increase in your finances. Because for you specifically, Opalite, your finances are highly correlated with how you feel about yourself. So when you are loving yourself and when you're feeling good about yourself, the universe rewards you with more money coming in. And I actually feel in November that's what you're doing. You're loving yourself, you're starting to embrace your appearance, you're starting to feel yourself, and that's why the universe is expanding your finances and how much money you are able to make. Now, the second house is also your voice. It is your throat chakra. It is how you express yourself. Some of you might have Jupiter in the second house, but you don't have to. Could be transiting your second house, so you could be a Sagittarius or Capricorn sun, moon, or rising. But all astrology aside, because that really doesn't matter, I just see in November there is an opening of your throat chakra, which means you're able to speak better. Like things and words just come out of your mouth. You don't stutter. You don't have to overthink things. You're just smoothly talking and you're able to express yourself in an authentic way. And I feel like your voice is becoming more powerful. Your voice is becoming more charismatic, and you're just able to say the right thing at the right time, because there is an expansion in your throat chakra and a really active throat portal you have going on in your throat chakra. So that means a voice that commands presence, a sexy voice like Marilyn Monroe, or just in general, your voice is really sounding good. You have a good tonality, resonance, and the right words just seem to come out of your mouth in November. Now, the second house is also your personal aesthetic. It is also the clothes that you wear, the glasses you wear, the hats you wear, the makeup you wear. So I feel like you're just finally understanding your aesthetic. Like the second house is your aesthetic. Are you fairy core, cottage core, whatever core, dark academia? Like you're finally starting to understand what aesthetic you are, what clothes look good on you. You're finding a makeup style that looks good on you, a hairstyle. Like your personal style is just becoming extremely aesthetic. And this is all a byproduct of you having an extremely healthy throat chakra, which you are opening and working on that self-love. So I see an increase in finances for you in November, having more of an aesthetic style, feeling more bold about expressing yourself. And because you are feeling confident, you're actually attracting more attention from the opposite sex. Your sex appeal is raising, and also you're getting a lot more attention and you're feeling a lot more confident, and you're networking with a lot more people coming up in November, which is why I see an increase in your network circles, because you are just feeling confident, and that confidence is attracting others. Now, I also feel there's going to be a huge light bulb moment when it comes to what steps to take next in your destiny. But I will tell you, I do see some difficulties when it comes to your home and family life, because we have Chiron, which is a difficult asteroid in astrology about healing, and Saturn, which is also a very difficult planet in astrology, and it's in correlation with your fourth house of your home, family, and emotions. So some of you might be struggling in November with a little bit of depression, and you kind of feel it where maybe the changing of the seasons is getting you a little down. You might also be unhappy in your home. There might be something about your home you don't like, or you might be having issues in regards to your family. And for some of you, I'm sensing there might be issues with a sibling in your home, or there might be issues with a relationship with a sibling in your family. Or if it's not that, I kind of feel a lot of you just don't like your home and you are planning some sort of move. So there's some difficulty in November, because I don't want to give you an all sugar-coated reading. I want to give you a good, accurate representation of what you can expect. I just kind of feel like in regards to your home, family, or your emotions, you might be struggling a little bit. But I will tell you that the blessings in regards to Gemini, which is networking, Aquarius, which is friendships, there's going to be a lot of blessed soulmate friendships, acquaintances, and connections that you make in November. So the people that you consider friends, your networking is going to be blessed in November. You're going to expand that connection. There's going to be a lot of different people that you're talking to romantically. And also just in general, there might be a lot of online dating or a lot of people that you're talking to romantically. Just in general, you're going to be Mr. or Mrs. Popular in November, because I hear a lot of dings, back and forth texting, or a lot of talking and networking with others. So I'm reaching a dead end with this deck. So we're going to move on to your career, and then we're going to move on to your money situation. All right. So Opalite, we're going to use these really pretty money cards to see what you can expect in the month of November. There I go again, trying to say October. Your career for November. So like we spoke of earlier, there's definitely going to be growth in your finances coming for you, because you have increased that self-love. And I'm also seeing that, if you guys have invested money in the past, and I'm not telling you to invest money or anything, but I'm saying if you have invested money in like a savings account or something in the past, you are going to see growth in that investment, or there's something you have invested money into that you're going to see growth into. Some of you have just started investing time into yourself. You started investing work into yourself, and that's why, like we talked about earlier, you're seeing a growth in your finances. I'm also sensing that, in the month of November, you might be given an opportunity to travel, and this is going to be something that is really grounding, really amazing, and a really beautiful time. It could be a trip that you have already planned, or it could be a last minute trip, but I see you guys like going on some sort of trip out in nature, and it's going to be so recharging for you. I also see you doing a lot of hikes, or just spending a lot of time outdoors, and it's really going to ground your energy. And I actually feel that some of you who are going on this trip in November, whether it's last minute, be careful, because I do see there's going to be a lot of expenses on this trip. So you might be spending some money on this trip. You might be spending a little more money than you have anticipated. So it's always good to plan ahead about these expenses, definitely 100%. But I definitely see in November you are going to be traveling, and it's going to cost you a little bit of money, doesn't it always? Every time I go on a trip, it always costs me double what I think, because the water, I don't take into account the snacks, the water, the food, all of these things. So let's go ahead and see what else is coming for you in regards to your career. So I'm hearing that you guys have the looks, you have the voice, I don't care how you feel about yourself. What I'm seeing from this is you have very pleasing looks, and you also have a beautiful speaking voice. Remember what I told you earlier about how there's an opening in your throat chakra, and you have a very balanced throat chakra where people like to listen to you speak, people like to hear you express yourself. And because you're opening up your throat chakra, people just genuinely like listening to you talk, and they find the way that you express yourself very pleasing. So I'm hearing listening, don't doubt yourself, because sometimes you doubt yourself. You're like, oh, I'm not that great. You are a gift. You are a gift to this world. And the way that you think about yourself is an unreliable measure of what you really are. And I'm just seeing there's specifically something about your voice. You have pleasing looks, a pleasing voice, or a beautiful voice. And that is going to get you really far in this life. With success will find you. And I think that your spirit guides just want to remind you of that these looks that you were given, this beautiful voice, is going to get you really far in life. Some of you might have to travel for work coming up in November. Also, there is someone who is ridiculously envious of your voice. You have people around you guys who are either envious of the fact that you have amazing beauty or a beautiful voice, or both. And people see that because you have this pleasant to listen to voice or style or looks, people see that success is going to find you. And this is why you have somebody around you who's just completely envious of you. This could be a Sagittarius, sun, moon, or rising. We're going to get more hints about this person. So I strongly see the person who is envious of you is either Sagittarius or Libra, sun, moon, and rising, and they are envious over your beautiful voice, your beauty, because they can see your potential and they see how these characteristics are going to bring you success. And that is why this Sagittarius or this Libra is super envious of you. I also feel with this planner and perfection, and also animals, I'm seeing if you have pets, they're asking you to make time and spend more attention on your pets, because pets are like children. And if your animals are acting a little weird, it might be because they need more attention. They need more one-on-one time, but that's only for a select few of you where that message came up. And I'm also seeing that your career in November is likely going to involve you furthering your education, or you reading some books, or expanding your knowledge on a certain craft, because it's expanding your education, expanding your wisdom, or learning a bit more about something is going to take you to the next level in your career. And it doesn't have to be like traditional school. It could just mean like reading a book on something that applies to the career you want, or taking a class on something that applies to the career you want. And I'm not trying to promote Skillshare, but I actually use Skillshare to help me with my business, and it is super useful, and it has done nothing but help me grow my platforms and also the validity of my business. So I kind of feel in November you're being asked to go back to school in a sense, whether that means taking a class, reading some books, finding a mentor, and expanding your wisdom on something that has to do with your career is going to help take you to the next level. This could mean even a seminar, because look, you guys are about to get a lot of luck when it comes to learning. You're about to just learn things really fast, pick things up really fast, understand things really fast. You're getting a lot of luck from the universe when it comes to expanding your wisdom, skill, and knowledge. And going back to school or learning or reading these books about something that pertains to what you want to do is going to take you to the next level quickly and bring you luck in November. That's something that I really see for you guys, for real. So that's the career messages that I have for November. It's a lot about traveling, going back to school, expanding your wisdom. This is going to bring you luck in your career and take you to the next level. And now what we're going to do is we're going to get into your love portion in November. All right, so what we're going to do for your love life is we're going to use this deck to see what you can expect in your love life, and to clarify it, we are then going to use this deck. So let's see what your November has in store for your love life. Let's shuffle these cards. All right. So as you guys know, I like to use movie divination. Like, pay attention to the movies that you're watching, guys, because everything is connected. Everything that you see and watch is a metaphor for the map of what is happening in your life. And I strongly got for you the movie Sleeping Beauty, the Disney movie Sleeping Beauty. There's something about that movie that is closely metaphorically and symbolically connected to your love life in November. the movie Sleeping Beauty. So I would watch that movie Sleeping Beauty or read what it's about, because the symbology in that movie and that story is very closely correlated to your love life in November. Now, the reason why I see this is because we have the man going to the sleeping woman, trying to kiss her awake in this card right here. Okay. And then we have the prince fighting the dragon, just like in the movie Sleeping Beauty. And this makes me feel that, your love life in November is correlated with Sleeping Beauty, or the next great love of your life is correlated with Sleeping Beauty. So let me give you an example. The feminine, or the woman in this connection, and it doesn't, remember guys, like, I'm open to LGBTQ, whatever it is that you're interested in. One of you is the masculine, one of you is the feminine in the story. But the feminine has a dragon that is protecting the castle that breathes fire, and princes have to go and kiss Sleeping Beauty awake, fight the dragon, and save her from the castle. So I feel like the feminine has like some sort of barrier around her, maybe like a protective mother, protective father, an ex, or something that's really scary, that's something the masculine has to battle in order to get to her. And I kind of feel like if you watch the movie Sleeping Beauty, or if you read that story, you're going to find metaphorical and symbolic metaphors to your love life in November. So the feminine has some sort of symbolic dragon that's surrounding her, keeping her trapped, and the masculine has to fight this obstacle or this dragon to get to her. So what's the dragon in their life? Like, what is that metaphorically talking about? An overprotective mother, an overprotective father that's keeping you from your love. Something is preventing you from being with your love that is being represented by the dragon. Because remember guys, prophecy, tarot, it's all symbols, and we can relate it to great archetypes and in stories. That's why I say, if you want to prophesize your life, randomly pick a movie and start watching the movie with your third eye. Don't take it literally. Look at the symbology and it will parallel with your life. So I feel that Sleeping Beauty is going to tell the story of your next great love. And I feel like the masculine, your divine masculine, if you guys have one, is heavily visiting you in your dreams, heavily dream hopping. If you're the divine masculine, I want you to know that you have been visiting your feminine, your love interest in their dreams. They have been 100% dreaming of you. So if you are masculine, I want you to know the woman that you like, or the guy that you like, has been dreaming of you psychically. You have been connecting in the dream world. You have been able to hop into their dreams, and they actually dream very positive dreams about you, maybe even some sexy dreams. Now, if you're a divine feminine, I want you to know, like, if you relate to the feminine, you have a divine masculine who is definitely into you, but I don't feel like it's someone you know of, because in this picture, she's asleep, she's looking away. So you definitely have somebody who's into you, but I don't feel like it's somebody, I don't feel you know exactly who it is. They're definitely in your vicinity, but I do feel that there's someone who is mature and somebody that you would want to be into you. So that's all I have for you in love. That's all the messages that were coming up. I hope you have a brilliant November, and I will see you later.